2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her.
Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Oh, just skinned the hole, that one.
Taking things up a notch in this Lexi Thompson rivalry, that shot will add some fuel to the fire.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Canada's Brooke Henderson currently in the lead as we head to the next tee.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Going for this green in two, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wow, what a save.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. Oh, just missed. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Hey, that's a chance.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Kind of like it. 2 in a row.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Oh, terrific approach. And a chance for birdie here at the third. Was on a good line.
Just a short putt remaining here. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
And Henny, What is she looking at here for this putt?
She's got to be careful this doesn't run away from her here. It's downhill.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par four to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par four. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
He's currently tied for first. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here. Wow, that one was a fairway splitter.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Here's Lexi Thompson. This should play.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And back to the course with the live action. Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Big putt for par coming up. I like the look of this. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. And now at 3 under overall. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
he shares top spot. Is that what they had in mind?
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. This is a par putt.
That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's one stroke behind her rival in this event.
Oh, almost went in. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Get in. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
Oh, that's going to add a little fuel to the fire of this group rivalry, guys. Massive putt.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. Getting ready to play their 3rd. And just 1 shot off the lead.
Well, that shows the hands of a surgeon, doesn't it?
My surgeon's hands were a little shaky. That's why I have the scar.
That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
That's incredible. Well, you've got to give some credit there. That was the right club and the right line.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
What a shot. Almost went in the bucket. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
That's frustrating.
A par putt on the table.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in two and get rewarded for it.
Looking really good, this one. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Okay, time to return to the action. Second shot here on the 12th. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole.
This is one of those great ball striking displays, fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. Leading by 3 strokes now. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Putting for a par here. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Nice little sand shot there. Came real close. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Nicely done.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Currently leading by 3.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Wow, was that any good?
Almost a gimme birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
And they'll tap this in for birdie.
Currently in first position. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Let's see if he can make this and keep the par on the card. Oh, what a stroke. And the putt drops, now 11 under, heading down the stretch.
With just a small sliver of a lead, this could go any different direction down the stretch.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie 4.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
That was a gallant attempt. Let's get back to it, shall we? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Yeah, nice little 25-footer here from him. Outside chance, so it'll be good to hole. Putting for eagle. That always sounds good.
Ooh. Oh, that would have been outstanding to make the eagle.
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
That is a delightful bunker shot, Beamer. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
Looking for another birdie here.
Just didn't drop. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one.
Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green, somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf. This one is all over it.
Well, that's beautifully judged. Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make.
Yep, tracking nicely.
And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back 9, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.